श्रीमान् वेङ्कटनाथार्यः कवितार्किककेसरी वेदान्ताचार्यवर्यो मे सन्निधत्ताम् सदा हृदि स्वादयन्निह सर्वेषाम् त्रय्यन्तार्थम् सुदुर्ग्रहम् स्तोत्रयामास योगीन्द्रः तम् वन्दे यामुनाह्वयम् नमो नमो यामुनाय यामुनाय नमो नमः नमो नमो यामुनाय यामुनाय नमो नमः यत्पदाम्भोरुहध्यान विध्वस्ताशेषकल्मषः वस्तुतामुपयातोऽहम् यामुनेयम् नमामि तम्
श्रीमत्कृष्ण समाह्वाय नमो यामुनसूनवे यत्कटाक्ष एकलक्ष्याणाम् सुलभः श्रीधरः सदा नमः यामुन पाद अब्ज रेणुभिः पावित आत्मने विदित अखिल वेद्याय गुरवे विदित आत्मने नमः अचिन्त्य अद्भुत अक्लिष्ट ज्ञान वैराग्य राशये नाथाय मुनये अगाध भगवत भक्ति सिंधवे. So we understood by the letter and cha both the heads, namely the devotee's head, that is Yamunacharya's head, as well as the head of the scriptures, namely Upanishads. They are adorned by the divine feet of the Lord, and therefore they are equal. And therefore, what happens is, Lord is so understood as so merciful. Lord is understood as so merciful. He gives equal respect to the devotee's head and the scriptures. It is very difficult to equate scriptures with the individual soul. Though the individual soul is wise, got all the wisdom, that the wisdom will be complete only in as a released soul. Therefore, here in this world, we cannot claim that we are all completely wise. But in spite of it, Lord makes our head equal to the head of the scripture. And therefore, Sampakkal avanukku undana Adaratishayam. Next page. Adaratishayam solluvarar. The Lord keeps us in good stead, in high profile. He keeps us in high profile. In spite of the lacuna or handicaps or any deficiency, He is ready to treat us equally with the Upanishads of the scripture. And the next word, Sashabdam Avataranathileya. So while making incarnation, while doing incarnation, he is doing it vociferously, loudly. For example, in Varaha Avatara, in Rama Avatara, the incarnation of boar, great boar, the wild boar, the incarnation of as a human being, Rama, the incarnation of Lord Krishna. We have got Charama Shlokas. Charama Shlokas are vociferously given. Sashabdam Avataranam. The words are released. They are out to protect us. He is not silent. He is not advising by his actions, by words also. Sashabdam. Then Tammude Talele Anvaita Saulabhyame Trivadiyalikku Swarupam Endadahumo. This is another aspect. Alvar feels very proud. We can say legitimately proud. I won't say unnecessarily proud. So Alvar feels highly proud, highly happy, because he says it is the duty of the divine feet of the Lord to protect this individual soul by keeping them on the head of the individual. And what does it show? It shows the easy accessibility of not the Lord, the divine feet of the Lord. The divine feet of the Lord also show easy accessibility, the greatest quality in Lord Vishnu. He says the original nature of the divine feet should always bless by putting the feet on the head of the devotee. திருப்பார்கடலே என் தலையே என்னுவா போலே. திருப்பார்கடலே, this is also a very beautiful, fertile imagination. You remember the expanse of the ocean, the Milky Ocean, how big it is, how big it is. But it is திருப்பார்கடலே என் தலையே. The Milky Ocean is on my head. How can the Milky Ocean so big can be on my head, which is very small? Therefore, there are 2 or 3 points here. Lord Shivanarayana is very sympathetic, is highly compassionate, and therefore he also made the Milky Ocean lie on the head of the devotee, individual soul. திருப்பார்கடலே என் தலை. The question is whether it is possible to have an ocean on the head. The second point is we feel the happiness, the bliss, the highest bliss when we see him on our head, when we see his feet on our head. It is enough if we see him. Lord Mahavishnu's aprakrita shariram, meaning the supernatural physical frame, especially the feet, if they are placed on the head of the individual soul, namely the devotee, it is, we understand the Lord is highly graceful. He is a philanthropist. He is generous. Sorry, he is broad-minded. And therefore, he keeps the entire ocean. Meaning, we are able to enjoy the bliss. All the auspicious qualities, unlimited in number, can be experienced when the divine feet of the Lord are on our head. And therefore, what happens? What is the result? Yasmin asman manoratapasas sakalas sameti. Now, again, there are 2 sides. There are a lot of desires in us. We have a lot of desires. That is called manoratha. According to the imagination of our mind and heart, we can have any number of desires. And you can also say, because he is using the Bahuvachanam, the plural, Asman Manoratha, meaning collectively, all the individual souls have lot of desires to fulfill. The second side of the what we call desires is we have a normal, proper, right, appropriate desire. It is not any desire that we can have. So we have the right to have the right desire, and that is what we call Atman Manoratha. So if it is a wrong desire, we may not get it fulfilled. And therefore, Asman Manoratha our desire will correspond to the scriptural injunction, what they advise. We cannot deviate from that. We cannot have queer desire, weird desire. So, Manoratha Patat Sakalami. So, since the Lord, in the form of Milky Ocean, please remember, He is in the form of Milky Ocean. We say everything is Lord, Sarvam Vasudevaha. We are not talking about only incarnation. We are not talking only about Nitya Vibhuti and Leela Vibhuti. The creations, the universe, all in entirety, every object, every atom, every thing represents, you can say, or is full of godliness, spirituality. God is present everywhere. And therefore, in this case, Sakala Sameti, everything is attained. Once the Tirupakadal, the Milky Ocean, is on our head, that means He makes us enjoy the unlimited number of auspicious qualities in Him. That is what we understand by Tirupakadale Enthalai. Now, there is a total identification of the Milky Ocean with the divine. And therefore, again, I would say the Milky Ocean, which is full of divinity, when it is gets attached to the head of the devotee, the head also becomes the Milky Ocean. The example will be a small worm. The small worm is caught hold of by the beetle. Tamil Kulaviன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. A very poisonous, dangerous insect. You can say beetle. When it bites, we'll have a lot of pain. And then, so that beetle brings the worm to its residence. And then we say it stings. And finally, converts that worm into a beetle. That's it. Same way. Lord also makes us enjoy His qualities by making our head the receptacle for, the reservoir for the Milky Ocean. That is why Vedanta Deshika said in his Tiruppanazhvar's transcreation of Amalanadipuran in Bhagavad Jnana Sopanam as Padam Bhojam, the lotus feet, Padam Bhojam, Pratiphalati, gives a counter image. It echoes Pratiphalati, where Bhavana Dirghikaya. Bhavana, attitude. Attitude, where is the attitude? Our mind, our heart, our brain. So Bhavana, how is the Bhavana? How is our attitude? Our attitude is to have a darshan of the Lord. Srirangam. He is lying down. He is reclining. He is Sayana Tirukkolam. He is lying on the bed of Adishesha. That will be contained in our heart. Whatever big size he has, all this will go into our heart. In the heart, we will remember the Lord, and by remembering the Lord in the heart, as big as He wants to be, In English, we say one is large-hearted. Today, if you technically call anybody large-hearted, that means heart is weak. But we are talking of the generosity, by broad-mindedness of a heart, then everything is attained by keeping what we call the Milky Ocean, The Milky Ocean is another representative of Sriman Narayana, meaning that milk is sweet, Lord is sweet, and therefore everything do we get. Everything we do get. Now you go to the 103. Pitatvam Matatvam. Now, இத்தியாதிகளான என்னுடைய ஐகிக ஆவிஷ்மிக சகல மனோரதங்களும் அழகியதாக யாது ஒன்றிலே சேருகிறது. So we are talking about the desire. We have desires of this world, with desires of the next world. Because we have heard about the next world, Vaikuntham, Paramapadam, Kalanga Perunagar, you can even say Thiru Ayodhya. It is also Ayodhya. And therefore, on the whole place, we will also plan our desire. Even while we are living in the God's abode, Nitya Vibhuti, we will plan our desire. So meaning, the desires of this world, our desires of this world, and our desires of the next spiritual world, all those desires will be fulfilled. Sakala Manorathangalum. Therefore, we call you as father and mother, because we are all children to you. Then you will both of you will favor us. Whatever we want, you will give us, because you know what is better for us, because we are all your children. So I need not choose something to take. So he will give automatically, understanding each one's desire. Crores and crores of individual souls are present today, and he knows what the desire any particular individual has in his heart. And therefore, அழகியதாக யாதொன்றிலே சேருகிறது. Now, let us first find out how the desires are fulfilled. Where the desires are fulfilled. Stotraratnam. Stotraratnam is the verb that we already saw. Stotraratnam means I salute, I bow, I praise, I adore. Stotraratnam. Stotram Karomi. I am talking about, reading this stotra. What is the important aspect of Stotraratnam? Number one, Prapyam. Lord Brahma meaning Almighty. So Brahma is Prapyam. So he is reachable. Prapyaha. Vilakshanam. It is different from all other creations, individual souls. Lord has all other creations and individual souls. Okay, then Vilakshanamai. Upakarakamana Tiruvadigalile Vashikamana Adimai Sikiri. Now again our contention is the divine feet are helpful. The divine feet are helpful. And therefore Upakarakamana Tiruvadigalile. So the divine feet are very much useful, sir. Vachikamana Adimai Sikiri. Vilakshanamai Upakarakamana Tiruvadigalile Vachikamana Adimai Sikiri. Vilakshanamai. Lord King, the individual soul is different from the Putri. Then Nahat Kuladhana, Dhanamavat. What is wealth? He is our wealth. He is our family property. Family property. What is that property? Abat Rakshaka. Generally, it is said that we carry heavy cash while traveling. Heavy cash. By cash, we cannot protect ourselves. So there should be somebody else to protect us. So initially, the wealth may protect, and the wealth may be again the reason for some trouble. Here, abat rakshakam, apat rakshakatva, emergency help, emergency help. So, abat rakshakam, nityam bhogyamumai irkumat. Now, since the Lord is our wealth, the Lord is our property, our family property, kuladhanam. Nitya bhogyamumai irkumat. It is enjoyable, delectable. The divine feet, namely our family deity, family wealth, family property. It is always enjoyable, nitya bhogyam, ever enjoyable. And then kuladhanam engayale ayatana siddhamamaya. Now, since we want to call Sri Ranganatha as our kuladhanam, so it is very easy to attain. Lord has become easily accessible. How? So out of the 5 rupam, 5 forms, para, vyuha, vibhava, antaryami and archa, archa attracts us more. Archa attracts us more. So, and it is very easily available also. Everywhere there are temples. So ayatana siddhamamaya, easily carried out. Sata praptamamaya, irkai. Sata praptam is voluntary self-introduction. We can reach the Lord by ourselves. Sata praptam. You can even restrict the meaning to Acharya Nittha in Sharanagati. It is enough that you believe the preceptor, that's all. Varanyasam is over. Then Kula Daivatam. Ittanathai Tarmadai Ashrayaniyamai Irkumad. Now, Lord knows all of us when we keep the Lord as our wealth. So Kula Daivatam will be, Kula Dhanam will be highly spiritual wealth that we use. So we are using the wealth here and there, in this world and the next world. In this world, you can, I think, Stotra Pratipadyamana Prapya Prapakangalai Solluvathu. So we are now again dealing with Upaya and Upeya, the means, and so Prapya Prapakangal meaning, so Prapyam is reachable. So Prapakam is one who makes us reach. Prapya Prapakangal. So Tat Padaravindam. Ukta Svabhavamana Tiruvadi Thamargalai Tat Padaravindam Ukta Svabhavamana. Already we mentioned about the greatness of the feet, quality of the feet. So Tat Padaravindam Ukta Svabhavamana Tiruvadi Thamargalai Aravinda Vilochanasya. So we are talking about the lotus feet, lotus eyes, and so on. Jitante Pundarikaksha is another quotation. Before Jitante Pundarikaksha, it's what we call the Jitante Stotram beginning. Pundarikaksha is a specific name for the goddess of fortune in Chidambaram, in what we call Govindaraja temple. Then Ruchi Janakamavai. Ruchi Janakamavai. So it will also create interest. So what will create interest? Padaravindam. His divine feet are attractive by the taste. தன்கால் பணிந்த என்பால் நம்பினான் தடங்கண்கள் என்று வத்சலமுமான். So he is when the devotee falls at the feet of the Lord, when the individual soul repeats the sentence then what happens is, because the devotee fell at the divine feet of the Lord looks at him, looks at the individual soul, has a look at him, and then make him become the God, equal to God. A little Advaita concept is there. தன்கால் பணிந்த என்பால் எம்பிரான் தடங்கண்கள். So when we prostrate before the feet of the Lord, then he with compassion looks at us. எம்பிரான் தடங்கங்கள் என்று வத்சலமும். Vatsalaha meaning lovable person. So when we fall at the feet of the Lord, then the eyes of the Lord look at us. They are not indifferent. They are not doing anything else. தாமரை கண்ணனை விண்ணோர் பரவும் தலைமகனை என்று சூரி போக்கியமான திருக்கண்களை உடையவனுடைய. Again, தாமரை கண்ணனை விண்ணோர் பரவும் தலைமகன். தாமரை கண்ணன் is Pundarikaksha, eyes which are like lotus. So he is தாமரை கண்ணன், his eyes are like lotus. Then விண்ணோர் பரவும் தலைமகன். He is being worshipped by all the gods, and they go back. So Suri Bhogyamana, Suri means scholar. Suri Bhogyamana, திருக்கண்களை உடையவனுடைய. இத்தால் இவருடைய உத்தியோகத்தை கண்ட பிரீத்தி திருக்கண்களிலே தோற்றுகிறது என்பது. So how do we understand Lord's affection? Lord's affection is shown in his eyes. Even if he doesn't want to, Lord doesn't want to show, rather put up a show of his affection. The divine feet themselves offer voluntarily what you call the affection. So இவர் உத்தியோகத்தை கண்டு பிரீத்தனாய் குளிர நோக்கினபடி சொல்லுகிறது என்பதால். Look, so we are talking about, of course, going to talk about a lot, but now the preceptors only. Because of the efforts, a lot of efforts put in by the individual soul, Lord becomes pleased, he becomes happy, he looks at the children, very happily. And in the same way, as the father looked at the children and enjoyed, also சூரி போக்கியமான திருக்கண்களை உடையவனுடைய. Again, Nitya Suri. Suri means scholar. Suri, Nitya Suri, namely Garuda, the kite, Adisheka, the bed snake, and a little. So the affection is understood from the eyes. Looking at the efforts, Himalayan efforts which are put in, he becomes very cool, very much pleased, and then while with a blessing look, the cheerus, but the eyes bless the individual. So yam nurdini me shruti cherastu cha bhati yasmin asman manoratha pasat sakaladamiti nak kuladaivatam aravinda vilochanasya tat padaravindam toshyam. So you have three quotations. One is Thiruvaimozhi 10:7-8, and then Thiruvruttam 4:2, and see Thiruvoy 2:6-15. Not Karm. Okay. That's what already we said. Tirupparkadale yan thalaye. Tirupparkadale yan thalaye is a Malirum Solai Manavada we call. He says beautifully, Tirumalinujolai Malaye yan thalaye. Tirupparkadale yan thalaye. Tirumal Vaikundame Kan Thiruvenkadame another Udave. So, Tirupparkadale and Thalaye, Tirumal Vaikundame. There is no difference between Vaikuntham and Lord. Where Lord lives, and then so Tirupparkadale and Thalaye meaning lot of happiness is on my head. Then Tirumal Vaikundame, Tirumal, namely Lord Vishnu, is spread over the Nitya Vibhuti also. And therefore, Tirumal Vaikundame. Yan Tan Thiruvenkadame another Udave. So here, all are equal here. The name of the place and the personality who lives in that place. So Tirumal Vaikundame, Tan Thiruvenkadame, another Kudave, Aruma Maithe, another Uire, Maname, Vake, Karmame, Urumanudiyam Piriyan, and Uri Mudalvan Urvan. One காற்று அறைய ஒருங்கே மறிந்து கிடந்த அலர்ந்த மென் கால் கமலத்துடம் போல் ஒலிந்தன மண்ணும் விண்ணும் என் காற்கு அளவின்மை காண்பி என்பான் ஒத்துவான் நிமிர்ந்த தன்கால் பணிந்த, this is the last line which is quoted, தன்கால் பணிந்த என்பால் எம்பிரான் தடங்கண்களே. The word eulogy, praising. How much will you praise every day? So one காற்று அறைய. So we are talking about the 5 elements, namely Sakkare, Menkal Kamalatadambol. We are talking of the lotus feet. Polindana Mandum Minnum. We are talking about the Vamana Avatara, Trivikrama Avatara. So he measured the entire 7 worlds in a step. Then Karke Alavinmai Kanbin. Because when he put his feet, divine feet on the head of Mahabali Chakravarti, there was no enough space for the head, for the feet. Tangal Padinda Enbal Environ Tarangan. So while the individual soul falls at the divine feet, he becomes very much pleased and he shows his affection through the eyes, namely it shows blessing, affection through the eyes. Third one, Thiruvruttam. Tamare Kandani, Vinnor Paravat Talemahane. That was the quotation in the book, in Jackhanam of Sri Yamunacharya Stotraratnam. Vinnor Paravat Talemahane. Durai Verekpu Maru, Tanni Embirani Pon Malay. So this is Bhakti Yoga. This is Bhakti Yoga. So when all the gods adore him, when he is adorned with basil leaf garland, and he is like a gold mountain, embodiment of a gold mountain. And Namarivi, Nangi Eti, Uli Vanangi, Nam Mahandar. So this is Bhakti, definition of Bhakti. Namarivi meaning we must change our tongue and direct it towards the Lord. Nam Arivi. Nangi Eti, we will have to adore the Lord very much. Nangi Eti. Uli Vanangi, we will have exclusive devotion. And then Nam Mahindar, we will dance and rope and please dance and dance. So Nam Mahindar, we dance in ecstasy by the devotion as well as our bhakti. So now our Pa Marivi Nitya, my tongue should always adore him. And then Tanda Panmayi, Vallale Panmayi. Pa Marivi Nitya Tanda Panmayi, the Lord's innate beautiful quality is he is a generous person.
I thought it was very interesting that this Mata Tvam, Pita Tvam were there because actually in the commentary, because this is the 6th verse, but the 5th verse has Mata Pita Yuvatayas. So I'm sort of not understanding why he's mentioning, Perivachan Pillai is mentioning Mata Tvam Pita Tvam here in this in the commentary on the next verse, because in the previous verse we had Mata Pita Yuvatayas. So do you know why he's mentioning again Mata Pita? I mean, I understand it's a common theme, but it seems like that comment should have been from the previous verse. Any idea why?
What?
He mentions Mata Tvam Pita Tvam in the
Yeah.
But the previous verse was Mata Pita Yuvatayas Tanaya Vibhutihi. Yeah. So
all roles are played by the Lord.
Okay.
All roles. Not only Pitatvam, Matatvam, but also, as she said, Mata, Pita, Yuvataya, Tanaya, Vibhutihi. So all, everything is one. All in one. whether it is mother, father, Sugurut, friend, or some other word also is there. He is also called Apat Sakha, friend in danger. He takes many roles to help.
So the other thing was this illusion, this idea that the Chirasagara, the ocean of milk, is equivalent to Vaikuntha, or it's separate from Vaikuntha, no?
Pardon?
The Chirasagara. Chirasagara is, which we're talking about, what are they called? Tirupakadal? In Tamil, it's called Tirupakadal, no?
Yeah, Tirupakadal, yeah.
Tirupakadal, the ocean milk, the milky ocean, that is supposed to be in this Leela Vibhuti. That is, but seems like it's being equated with Vaikuntham. Is it Vaikuntham or is it separate from Vaikuntham?
Done.
Tirupakadal.
Tirupakadal is different from Vaikuntham.
And that is within this Brahmandam.
Universe, within this universe.
Okay.
But
And
not a part of Nitya Vibhuti.
and
whereas the individual soul, when reaches Vaikuntham, can have darshan of Vyuham. Vyuham in the Milky Way. Vyuha incarnation in the Milky Way.
right. So the devatas, they can have a direct darshan right now of the Lord in Chirasagara, in Tirupakadal. But we can have a.
But at a distance. They cannot go near.
They cannot go near. Okay.
Yeah.
So they go to the shore, and they chant Purusha Shuktam, and they ask the Lord to take avataram.
Right.
Make avataram. Okay. So also, okay, so the Lord is also in Vaikuntha, and he's also known as Vaikuntha. He's known by the name Vaikuntha.
Vaikuntha.
He's also known by the name Tirupakadal or Chirasagara? No.
Yeah, that is what we said. Tirupakadal and Talaye.
Right. And is there also some other meaning for the ocean of milk? Milk is amrita, is a type of nectar. So an ocean of milk, you were saying, also can mean ocean of good qualities?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. And another thing that I was thinking is that the ocean of milk also represents Lakshmi, because Lakshmi came out from the ocean of milk.
Right.
So when we say Ksheerasagara, can we interpret it as, or can we interpret it as a Bahuvrihi, that it means Lakshmi, because she came from the ocean of milk? She's a person who came from the ocean of milk?
She is from the ocean of milk. And therefore?
Yeah, so my idea is that we want the feet of the Lord on our head, and this analogy of putting the ocean on our head is a sort of strange analogy to think of the ocean of our head. But if we think of the ocean as equal to his feet, or equal to Lakshmi, or equal to his divine qualities, then it becomes more easy to understand. Touching our head to the, or offering, or surrendering to him, or to surrendering to Lakshmi, or surrendering to his feet. Whereas this analogy of putting an ocean on our head is a little difficult to conceive of. So we have to understand what is the ocean, what the ocean means. Not putting an ocean on our head seems very strange.
Swami, is it because the Ganga came out of his Tiruvadi? Can we call that as ocean?
that is what we say Milky Way.
Yeah.
The Ganges coming out of the thumb of the foot, the
Yeah.
toe of the
Yeah.
foot.
Can
It's only a part of the Milky Ocean. The Milky Ocean is the what we call the king,
yeah.
and the wife is the Amritam, the river, all the rivers from that matter, are the wives of the king of ocean. And therefore, this concept of Mahalakshmi Mahavishnu. So all the rivers reach the Lord. Reach.
Right.
And Ganges, sorry for information, Ganges though coming out of the toe, from the toe, it reaches the ocean. That ocean is Milky Ocean.
Yeah.
Milky Ocean is bigger than the river. And so one thing is you are right because both of them, the river Ganges and the Milky Ocean,
Merges into them.
they form one single unit of water.
Yeah.
I mean, those milk is also there. These are all some, I mean, as I understand, abstract concepts.
Probably we can't take it literally.
Everything.
We can't take it literally, I think. We cannot take
ஆமா ஆமா திருப்பார் கடல்லே என் தலையேன்னா எப்படி இருக்கும்
it.
we cannot carry the ocean. We cannot carry the ocean. Meaning there are two there are some scriptural words,
Right.
and then we are happy. We are happy. We are happy that we have placed our head on the feet of the Lord. Anything else? That
Right. So that's very nice. So we have a few different themes here. We have the theme of him placing his feet on our head. We have the idea of that in Trivikram Avatara he put his foot on King Bali's head, Bali Chakravarti's head, and then we also have these the Ganga that came from the Kshirasagara that came onto the head of Shiva, of Ishvara, and then we also have this idea given in the verse here in the commentary of the ocean, the whole Kshirasagara on our head, and then we understand that Kshirasagara can mean different things, can mean his infinite Kalyana gunas, infinite auspicious qualities, and also it can mean Lakshmi, and it can also mean his divine feet, which are our shelter. So all of these things are given in the explanation. So very, very nice. So Swami, I think you're getting a little bit tired. We can go to the Tanyans if unless anybody has some other comments. I didn't really have any questions, just some comments were there about that. It was very nice.
As we feel when we drink the milk, we feel that it is for the health. So our body becomes normal in health. It also gets nourished by the warm milk, and therefore the same attitude is when our head is touched by the Milky Ocean. The Milky Ocean, of course, is an embodiment. The Lord is an embodiment of Milky Ocean, meaning the sweetness, the happiness that we get from by consuming milk, they are all attached to Him. So that means when we look at him, we are very happy.
Right. And also there was a mention about lotus feet, but also a mention of lotus eyes. Pundarikaksha means also eyes like a lotus
Aravinda
petal. Right. Aravindalochana.
The composing of a poem generally is done in a very calm atmosphere, and especially that the time is Ushat Kalam, Brahma Muhurtam, where everybody is sleeping. We'll have some imagination and add. There are some 2 or 3 points which I have not revealed in translation. Namely, you will be surprised to know that my student is a Vadagalai man. He is an Ahobilamata Shishya. And his daughter-in-law, bride, happens to be Tengalai. So I said, he is going to be a handsome son-in-law like Lord Ranganatha, and therefore added Kasturi Rangan is the name of the boy. Kasturi Ranga Jamatra Yogi, Yogyata. Ranga Jamatra Yogi
is Manavala Mamuni. I know. So you're indicating that he's a Tengalai boy. Very
by
good.
marrying a girl from Tengalai subsect, he becomes Manavala Mamuni. And his orientation is
yeah, but actually it is the other way around, right?
right.
The
bride becomes Vadagalai.
She becomes Vadagalai, right?
Right.
But she'll have a Tengalai 2 talis. She'll have 2 talis, no?
Generally by the what we call the Thirumangalyam gifted by the boy side, and it is already prepared by the girl side. Mother.
So we have a Kalai.
There are some secret inputs there.
Secret inputs in the in the Thirumangalyam.
No, not in Thirumangalyam, but in my felicitation.
In the felicitation, okay.
Right.
We have
so
to read.
Vishnu Puranam says, Ya Vidya Sa Nivrittaye. Ya Vidya Sa Nivrittaye in the sense, Sa Vimuktaye. So whatever you study, because the main aim for any study, any study of any book will be among the 4 human goals of life: Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. Moksha is the final aim. So you get wisdom in order to liberate yourself. Wisdom is for liberation. So Vidya, Ya Vidya Sa Vimuktaye. That is the motto of the college where he studied for 1 year. The boy's father. And what I said is, secretly, the college is not very much known for good teaching. And therefore, once you go there, you switch back to some other college is better. So he came from National College to St. Joseph's College. The teachers in our college are definitely, I can perceive they are better than any other college in Tiruchirappalli. And therefore, he said for education, you leave the college, Vimuktaye, Vidya, Ya Vidya Vimuktaye, then you just leave the college and come to a better college. So our college is called St. Joseph's, that we say in Sanskrit, Sadhu Samruddha Mahavidyalaya. Sadhu is saint. Samruddha, we say in Tamil, the equivalent in Tamil is Joseph means in Christianity prosperity. The prosperity, the richness in knowledge, the richness in wisdom. And therefore, I said he completed his degree in Central School. I mean, about the father of the boy. And again, because the boys, and please note today, Madam also knows that when we seek groom and bride from many families, unfortunately, I'm not saying something negative, but girls are prone to go to some other religion, some other caste from Brahmins state. Whereas boys always remain till the parents see select the girl, and they are waiting. They don't want to have a mix up. The Bhagavad Gita says, "Strishu dushtasu atneya jayate varna sankaraha." Varna sankara is mainly done by girls today, and not boys. Boys do not love girls and marry other castes and other religions. Manusmriti allows. Manusmriti allows. The Brahmana can marry Kshatriya girl, Vaishya girl, and Shudra girl. And not this way. The hierarchy is there, and they cannot go to a higher state. A Shudra boy cannot marry a Brahmin girl.
Right. There's Anuloma is accepted, but Pratiloma is rejected.
Vivaha. Right. That's right. Good. And therefore, so and then I said, according to Taittiriya Upanishad, they are Matru Devo. Two boys are there, two sons. Matru Devo. Matru Devo. They are obedient to the mother. They love their father. Otherwise, because they are in Germany, both of them are in Germany, they could have married anybody. These are all some.
But I think you can't really. Do you consider Vadagalai Tengalai marriages to be some Vana Sankara?
No, it's not called Varna Sankara. So the only thing is, a girl from Vadagalai, if she marries a boy from Tengalai, the population gets increased in a particular sect.
Yeah.
As you said, the Tengalai girl, when married to a Vadagalai boy, she also becomes Vadagalai. And Tengalai boy, Tengalai girl, Vadagalai girl marrying a Tengalai boy, and the Tengalai Tenacharya Sampradaya is prospering.
So in terms of population, do you say there are more Tengalais? There are more Tengalais. But I think many Vadagalais are more prominent in society. Maybe more prominent.
Right.
I've seen somebody told me that more IAS officers are Vadagalais. More Vadagalais get higher status in society. So Tengalai also includes a lot of non-Brahmins, no? Bhagavatas, yeah. Satada Sri Vaishnavas, like this. But I think in Satada, yeah. But in Vadagalai, in Deshika Sampradaya, mostly Brahmins. Generally, yeah. But there are some Bhagavatas also who are shishyas of Vadagalai Jirs.
Yeah, there are some very very few people who take to Vadagalai.
Right. So through marriage, there may be less and less.
Yeah.
What to do?
Yeah.
So anyway, at least we can keep the knowledge alive of Vedanta Deshika's teachings. I think also, you know, the Tenacharyas and the Tengalite people, they're also appreciating a lot of Vedanta Deshika's teachings, you know.
The surprise I had was when I asked the lady teacher, she's guiding the children for 650th birthday of Manavala Mamni. I told her, because there are children from Vadagalai Sampradaya, they can first, while starting to recite Yatiraja Vimshati and Upadesharatnamala in Tamil, they can have Taniyan of Vedanta Deshika, Sriman Venkatanatharya and Kavita. What is the harm in there? And she said, I will consult the committee member.
So still
And
there's some arguments about these Taniyans. I think the Taniyan arguments in temples have gone to the courts and things, but
in temples, okay. So let us not sow the seed of partition in children, in the mind of children.
Right.
They must know that both are good and.
Yeah,
so
I
when
agree.
I said, yeah, she never got a reply. She never gave a reply to me.
I think probably the committee was probably thinking you're being a little political, you know, to insist on Vedanta Deshika's Taniyans at a function for Manavala Munigal's Tiranakshatram. It's a little political, no?
Actually, he was senior contemporary. Vedanta and Manavala Muni.
Of course. Manavala Muni is the junior. He's the junior. Of course. We have to respect our seniors, even if we disagree with some small points. We have to respect our seniors.
And today, of course, I'm teaching a girl from Seattle, a Tengalite girl from Seattle, Gopala Vimshati of Vedanta Deshika. Every day she is saying, they must not have reservation. Children must not have any bias in at least saying the Taniyan. We are not leading the entire Stotram of Vedanta Deshika, Manavala Mamuni. We should have no bias. This is the superior, this is inferior, and so on.
Right. No, we shouldn't spread this. We shouldn't spread division.
Yeah.
Division. When I met this Dr. Narasimhachari.
Yeah.
When he was the head of Madras University. Yeah, Vaishnavism. I met with him one time, and he was just wearing Sri Churnam.
Yeah.
So first time I met him, I didn't know whether he's Vadagalai or Tengalai, because he's wearing just Sri Churnam. So I just mentioned to him that, oh, you're just wearing Sri Churnam. I'm not sure what division you're coming from. And he said one Advaiti said to him, oh, you're wearing this line of division. Is a line which divides us. He said, no, I'm wearing the line which unites us. So.
And actually, you know about him, he is basically Tengalai man. He learned from Uttamur Veeraraghavacharya. He respected highly Uttamur Veeraraghavacharya.
Yeah, so it's very great Vadagalai Acharya. Yeah, he studied under him. Yeah, we have a very great teacher of ours in Mysore, Dr. Sheva Pillai Iyengar, and he's very close. Sheva Pillai Iyengar. Yeah, he's at Carnatic University. He did his PhD in Vishnu iconography. Yeah, he's a young man, very nice man. He's a Stalata at Melkote.
Oh.
Yeah, so he also is. He's mixing very freely. He he very much likes the Brahma Swatantra Parakalamata Swami. But Brahma Swatantra Parakalamat, that is also Vadagalai Mutt.
Right.
Yeah, he's a Tengalai, but he doesn't care. Nobody cares. We can
Again, Kuttivangalam Madhvacharya of Mysore taught a lot of Tangalai people.
yeah.
And Dr. M.A. Alvar was a classic example.
Right.
He learned under him.
Right.
And today one Dr. Devanathan is a BC, Vice Chancellor of the Karnataka State Sanskrit University, recently appointed. And he taught Velupudi Krishnan's second son. So that boy is very proficient. And Dr. V.S. Karunakar Swami recently awarded President's title. He is teaching Dr. Venkatesh. He is an MBBS doctor who is a Tengalai man, young man. I said, people of the same sect are not ready to go and learn.
Yeah, I had little difficulty sometimes when I first met ANC, Anantanath Simachari. Yeah, I went there. All of my friends, they all said to me, "You can approach him. He's a very great teacher. Maybe he'll teach you something." And I went there wearing Tengalai Namam, and immediately he challenged me. just like the 45th year of a Hobala Butt also used to challenge me when I would go to the button with Tengalai Namam. So why you can wear Vadagalai Namam? You're a foreigner. You can wear any Namam. I said I can wear any Namam because my father is a Gnostic. Right? I don't have to wear my father's Namam. He has no Namam, so I can wear any Namam. So he said, "Yeah, you can wear any Namam. Why don't you wear this one?" I said, "Okay, I'm wearing that one." Okay.
How did he ask? Did he ask you in English?
Yeah, in English. He just because he used to, very well, he used to get angry with me for not wearing Panchakacham. Right? So in this way, when we get chastised by the teachers, we feel a lot of we feel happiness actually to be chastised by such people, to get their attention. Just to get their attention, we feel very happy, and we feel like it is their anugraha, it's their blessings on us. Even if they're scolding us, even you're scolding on me, I feel very lucky for that.
He says, scolding becomes a boon.
स्वादयन्निह सर्वेषाम् त्रय्यन्तार्थम् सुदुर्ग्रहम् स्तोत्रयामास योगीन्द्रः तम् वन्दे यामुनाह्वयम् नमो नमो यामुनाय यामुनाय नमो नमः नमो नमो यामुनाय यामुनाय नमो नमः यत्पदाम्भोरुहध्यान विध्वस्ताशेषकल्मषः वस्तुतामुपयातोऽहम् यामुनेयम् नमामि तम्
श्रीमत्कृष्ण समात्वाय नमो यामुन सूनवे यत्कटाक्ष एकलक्ष्याणां सुलभः श्रीधरः सदा नमः यामुन पाद अब्ज वेणुभिः पावित आत्मने विदित अखिल वेद्याय गुरवे विदित आत्मने
कवितार्किकसिंहाय कल्याणगुणशालिने श्रीमते वेङ्कटेशाय वेदान्तगुरवे नमः।